Hey everybody, just a quick intro before we get into the actual vlog. Obviously this is not part of the original content that you're gonna see. I was just editing the video and I was like, oh man, I need to film an intro and just explain something really quick. So you will see me in this vlog talk about Sunday and like referring back to like footage that I did on Sunday. I'm not going crazy. There was some footage that I did on that Sunday, the week that I did this vlog. However, looking back on the footage and I'm now editing the video, I just didn't feel like there was enough content to add to Sunday, from Sunday to add to this video, excuse me. So I did cut out that portion. So don't feel like, like what's going on? Like, why is she mentioning Sunday when there's nothing even remotely being talked about Sunday? Just know that, I did cut that out because I just didn't feel like there was enough to put into the vlog, if that makes sense. Given that the vlog is already long enough, as you'll see on when you get into it. I mean, it's a pretty lengthy vlog, but I feel like there was just a lot I wanted to share and a lot I wanted to talk about. And so I just wanted to make sure that I added the most pertinent, relevant information and to also make the vlog enjoyable and not too long and too boring. So anyway, I just wanted to film that quick little intro for you. I hope you guys enjoy this video and don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Hey, y'all. So it's Tuesday now. So, yeah, sucked at vlogging on Sunday. Honestly, there just wasn't much going on, so that's why I didn't really pick up the camera and do much after that last clip. So today I'm working from home, so I thought I could do like a hang around with me, day in the life kind of a vibe. So it's 8:30 right now. Actually, it's probably closer to 8:40-ish, but 8:30, 8:40. So yeah, I got up about 7 this morning and just kind of laid in bed and just kind of woke up and then got Jonathan on the bus. So he's already at school, and then I got myself up, dressed, kind of been picking stuff up around the house, and now I am making my coffee. So I've got my mason jar of ice here, and I've got my cold brew. So we're just gonna mix this on up. So that's kind of what we're doing this morning. So the reason I'm working from home today is Steven has to work late tonight, and so Jonathan on, actually today's not Tuesday, hello, today's Wednesday. I haven't had any of this yet, so forgive me. Today's Wednesday. So Wednesday, Steven has to work late, and so just due to like a scheduling conflict, someone just needed to be home when Jonathan got off the bus. So I figured, hey, I would just stay at home today. I don't have like any in-person meetings. I've got a couple of like virtual meetings. So I just figured I could just be the one to stay home and make sure somebody was here when he got off the bus. So that's kind of why we're hanging out and doing our thing from home. I honestly love working from home because not only can I work, but then I can also do like household chores during like breaks and during meetings. So, and I just feel like I have a greater balance and a greater handle on life, and I can multitask in that way. It's like, okay, like I can keep up with the laundry, or I can like, on my lunch break, like vacuum and mop my floors, or I can go clean my bathrooms or clean a bedroom. Like it just feels like when I can stay at home and I can multitask in that way, like I'm not spending my weekends having to clean and just kind of pick up my home. Like I've already kind of done it throughout the week, and so it gives me more time with my family. So that's what I really like about working from home. And it just gives me great flexibility. I'm gonna grab a straw here. So yeah, so that's kind of what we're doing today. I do have some, I know Benny, you don't like that sound. Benny does not like any loud noises. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I had to get my sweetener. But we do have some things that we need to get done today. So I need to run to the post office and drop off a package to get shipped. And then I need to also try to run to Target. I have an order I need to pick up there, so we'll try to do that. during the lunch hour as well. And then Jonathan has tutoring tonight at 5 p.m. So I need to get him to that. And then I really have been like craving a cheeseburger for like the past 2 weeks. So I think what Jonathan and I are gonna do for dinner tonight is after tutoring, we'll go get some cheeseburgers. I'm thinking Shake Shack. I've been really digging on Shake Shack lately. So I think that's probably where we're gonna go and get some burgers. Yeah, and make that happen. So I'm excited. I'm gonna try my coffee here, hold on. Yep, I think that's good. So we've got that going on. So yeah, I'm just gonna now hop into my emails and see what's waiting for me email wise. And then I have a meeting, it's either at 9:30 or 10. I need to look at my schedule, and then we'll go from there. So I will see you guys soon. Okay, so it is now 10 a.m. and I'm taking a little bit of break. Caught up pretty much on all my emails, so I'm gonna take a little breakfast break, and I need to start drinking my water. So one of my goals for 2023 is to drink more water, and so I purchased this cup from SLM. I think it's pronounced Slim, but this is like their answer to the Stanley 40-ounce tumbler. So this is also 40 ounces, but it is like half the cost. So I think this cost me maybe $22, $24 on Amazon. I absolutely love it. I have this color and another color, like a black leopard kind of vibe. So my goal is to drink at least one of these a day, if not like 1.5, just to kind of keep my water up. So what I do, I'll show you guys what I do actually. Here, give me a minute. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry, I had to change my battery. So anyway, what I do is I fill about the cup like halfway of ice, as you can see there. And then I fill it up with water. My water thing's at my fridge, and so I just didn't want to waste time. So I filled this thing up with water. And then I take a lemon, okay? So I have to have some type of flavor in my water, whether it's lemon, lime, Crystal Light, something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take half of this lemon, because it's huge, and I'm gonna juice it. So I just put the lemon like in my little juicer here, and I just put it straight in the cup. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. So just get as much juice out of it as I can. And then I'm gonna fill this sucker up with water. And again, I'm trying to drink more water. And I just find that when I have some type of flavor to it, like it just makes it more pleasurable to drink water versus like, I don't know, it just makes it easier. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit of a wedge, and I'm just gonna thin this out just a little bit, because I also like to have slices in my water as well. So I've just got like these thin little slices, and I'm just gonna put it right on top. So that's what my water looks like at the end of the day. I don't know if you guys can see that without me spilling it, but then I just kind of shake it. I put my lid on, I grab my straw, matching straw. That's what I like about this set. It's like everything is matchy-matchy, and perfection, you guys. This thing is really, really great. It holds ice for several days. Sometimes if I don't get all my water in like throughout the day, I will put this on my nightstand and try to drink as much water as I can, but obviously I'm not perfect, so I don't drink all of my water all the time. But like if I have any water or ice left over from the day before, it will keep it cold, and the ice will still be in there like, you know, almost 24 hours later. So, well, more than 24 hours later. So this is like the OG. I don't have the Stanley tumbler, so I can't compare it to that, but I would say if you're looking for like a dupe of the Stanley, because you don't want to spend $45, or I think because they're so hard to find, like Amazon now is selling those cups for like $70, $80, which is just redonk. Just get this, you guys. It works just as good in my opinion. And I feel like it keeps my stuff cold, it keeps the ice there, and it's just great. So that's that. So as far as breakfast goes, I'm kind of thinking like some boiled eggs. I am back on my fitness journey. I think I can't remember if I told you guys that. I know on Sunday I was telling you like I'm feeling kind of low and down about my weight, and I had my little pity party, and so now I'm back on my grind trying to lose weight. So I am definitely making better choices. So I'm thinking, like I said, just some boiled eggs is really good. Just basically pure protein to kind of just kill this craving that I have. But one thing I did want to show you guys real quick. Steven got these at Costco, and I'll show you here because they're really, really good. It's these Simply Protein bars. They come in different flavors, but I've been like eating these on the go, like when I go to work, just to like get something on my stomach. So that way I'm not like ravishly hungry at lunch. I feel like when I do eat breakfast, like even if it's something light, because I'm not super hungry in the morning, that it really does help my appetite throughout the day. So I don't feel like I have to eat like an enormous lunch by the time lunchtime comes around. Then I have to eat a bigger dinner because now my hunger's catching up to me, if that makes sense. Like if I eat something small like this, then my lunch is reasonably portioned and my dinner is reasonably portioned. So I've been really, really liking these. They are 15 grams of protein, 1 sugar, around 150 calories. And we get these from Costco. So we've been really, really digging on those just to like get some type of protein in. Oh, hold on. All right, y'all. My groceries had gotten delivered, so I'll share that with you guys in a second. But as I was saying, basically, yeah, we've been trying to just eat better and healthier. So I know I mentioned earlier I was going to get a cheeseburger tonight, and I do plan on doing that, but I'm just going to make it like a low carb, so like no bun, just lettuce, meat, and cheese, and like mustard and ketchup. So I really am trying to be a little bit more conscious about that. I probably won't get any fries tonight, or if I do, just get like the smallest amount possible. But since I'm on a fitness journey, I wanted to show you guys what I am getting to like start making more stuff here at home. So the first thing I got was this pumpernickel bread. It's just, it fits better with the program that I'm following to try to lose weight. And then I've got this Thomas swirl bread. Surprisingly, this is not bad. 2 slices is 200 calories. So 1 slice is 100 per calorie. So that's not terrible if you just want to eat something on the go. I figured I'd put like, I don't know, like eat this and like an egg on the go, like in the morning. I'm just trying to find like ways to eat decent while I need to like hurry out and get to work. Some tomatoes, because I'm making like a beef stew later. It's probably going to be this weekend or like maybe tomorrow for dinner. And then the other thing here, so this, some waffles. So again, just like a quick thing. Ooh, I might have some waffles for breakfast instead of eggs. Or I might have eggs and waffles. We'll see. And then I got these. These are the little drumsticks. They're like little minis. So these, I don't want to deprive myself on this journey of trying to lose weight. And so I'm figuring out healthier options or alternatives. And so this is their little drums, and for 1 drumstick, if you get the vanilla, it's $120, and if you get the chocolate, it's $110. I mean, that's pretty good, and that would satisfy totally my sweet tooth. And it's, yeah, and they're saying if you get 2 cones, it's $230. So if I were to eat 2 of these, it's still less than 300 calories. So they're very small, but at least it would satisfy that sweet tooth that I have from time to time. And then I got these for Jonathan. These are Eggo Grab and Goes. These are their waffles that have like syrup infused in them. So the idea is you just thaw them out and you eat them. So I thought that'd be good for him. You know, if he gets hungry, like in the morning before he gets to school to eat breakfast, like he could just kind of eat one of these. So I thought that would be good for him. And then I got some of these Smart One frozen meals just for stuff that I can pop in my lunchbox and eat while I'm at work, and that way I don't have to eat out. And see, Smart Ones 3 cheese ziti marineras. So when I lost a bunch of weight, it feels like many moons ago, because it was many moons ago, probably 2017, 2016, when I was like super skinny, I would eat a lot of these for lunch because it's just so convenient. Like, you just pop it in the freezer. It's very satisfying. I could eat one of these and feel great with like a piece of fruit, or like green beans or something on the side, and I felt like I was full all day long. These meals, one package is 300 calories, so that definitely is very helpful for my fitness journey and kind of what my goals are. I want to lose, my overall goal is to lose about 50 pounds. I think that would put me in a healthy weight range, what my doctor is recommending. But obviously you can't lose 50 pounds overnight. So I initially just want to try to lose 10 pounds. This first go at it, this first push is to lose 10. So that's kind of my goal right now. So again, just trying to set myself up for success. And this is one of the things that makes me successful. Now that my waffles have showed up, I think I'm going to have like one of these waffles and like maybe like a boiled egg or two. And I think that'd be a great breakfast. So I'll make some breakfast and then I'll show you guys how it turned out. So see you soon. Okay, y'all. So here is breakfast. So I've got my waffle with 1 tablespoon of pure maple syrup. And then I've got this egg salad that I made the other day, left over in the fridge. So I'm going to eat that. That should get me full to where around lunchtime, you know, it's going to keep me full until lunch is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to eat this, look at my computer again, see if there's anything, and I'm just going to kind of eat and work. And then I will catch you guys at lunchtime and we'll talk about what we need to do at lunch and what we're eating. So I'll see you soon. Hi everyone. So it is now 12 o'clock. We're going to run to the post office and do that. And yeah, so I've just been kind of cleaning, picking things up before I turn the camera back on. I answered a few more emails and then I vacuumed and I did just some more picking up / laundry. As you can see back here, that's some more laundry that I need to take downstairs. So, but just slowly, surely kind of getting things together. And then I'll show you guys this too. Ooh. Come along with me, friends. I did write out like a to-do list of what I need to get done today. So let me put you guys down here. Beautiful. And then I can show you my to-do list. Hi, Beanie. So I did write down my little to-do list here. So it is, I'm gonna cover that up, but you can see it's right down there. So I still need to dust bedrooms, living room, and bathrooms because they are really dusty. They did not get cleaned last week. That just didn't happen. Life, right? I need to wash change Jonathan sheets and wash them, but he actually does that on his own. So it's just more of like a reminder for me to tell him to change his sheets. And then we need to wash his clothes, and then I need to feed the dogs. So that's just something that I need to keep track of today and make sure that gets done. So we're gonna do that, but I also wanted to show you guys this because this is so cool. So 80s and 90s kids, Trapper Keepers are back. So I follow a girl on TikTok, her name's Christine. She's just a really fun, bubbly person, and she was talking about that she found Trapper Keeper in her local Walmart, and she's like, you need to go to your Walmart. Here's the thing with Walmart, and you guys know that I am a Target person. I don't do Walmart necessarily. The only way I can really tolerate Walmart is if I get it shipped to my home, I do the pickup, or I do like delivery from the store to my house. I found out that Trapper Keeper was sold at Walmart, and so I picked this guy up, and it is so reminiscent. I can't remember having a Trapper Keeper as a kid. I did have like Lisa Frank stuff, if you remember that, but I just thought this was cool, and I actually used this for work. I was in a meeting the other day, and I brought my Trapper Keeper with me, and the guy was like, Trapper Keeper, huh? And I was like, oh yeah, man, it's like all the rage. And so we had a fun moment. But it's kind of nice because you can just kind of open it up, and it's the traditional Trapper Keeper. So you got the little sleeve here, you got the two folders, and then I keep my notebook and my work planner in here. I wanted to show you guys this too. If you work from home, or if you run a business, or just something where you need a planner to kind of keep your life together, this one is really great. So this is the Panda planner from Rocketbook. So if you've never heard of Rocketbook, basically they have a model where everything's reusable. So like all of their stuff you can write on, and then you just wipe it down with a damp cloth, and it's a clean slate. So it's almost like, think of it like a dry erase kind of idea, but it's like in notebook form or planner form. So this is the one that I have for work. And I really like it because it just kind of keeps me on track. Now I need to fill it up, but so you can see in here, like it gives you the month / date, and then so it kind of keeps you at a high level there. Then you can write out what your month looks like. And then it goes a little bit further in, and then you can kind of like write out your week and like what you need to do for the week. So that does help me stay organized too. Again, I haven't filled it up for this week because I don't have a lot going on this week. But the weeks that I just have a lot going on and I need to make sure I'm staying on top of stuff, this format really, really is helpful. I got mine off of Amazon, but I think you can just go to their website as well. One of the things that I really love about the Panda model is this, where it kind of gives a breakdown of your day. So you can write out like your morning gratitude, what you're thankful for, what you're looking forward to, what today's wins were. If you do the affirmation thing, which sometimes I do, what you need to focus on, and then like what your priorities are for the day, and then what you've got going on for the day. So this is very, very helpful. You can just write this out and then just stick to it. If again, you've got a lot going on, you need a lot to just make sure that you're not missing, this is it for you. So I would definitely check that out. Again, it's the Rocketbook Panda Planner. It's awesome. And then what I have here too for work, because I write things down a lot at work, and so and then I just have the plain Rocketbook notebook, and it's the same idea where if you write something down, you can just wipe it off, and it's like it's reusable pages essentially. So what's also nice about it, because it is reusable pages, once you are done writing in here and you want to save your notes, you know, it's not like traditional paper where you can just tear it out and save it somewhere. So then there's like an online database that saves all of your notes. So you use your phone to scan the sheets and you save them that way. Or you can email them, you can Dropbox them, you can save them to a Google Drive or a different type of cloud system. So that's what's nice about this too, is that it is reusable in that way. And so you don't always have to worry about like, oh, once I've written it down, how am I gonna save it? It saves like an electronic version of it that you can refer back to. So super nice. Again, Amazon is where I got both of these, and this is not sponsored. I just thought I'd share that with you because that's what kind of keeps me organized in my work world. And then I do have like a personal planner that I have to keep my personal stuff on track, because I feel like I've got a lot going on in my personal life. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with y'all. But I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to get my shoes on, because right now I just have flip-flops on my feet, and head out the door and run these errands. My next meeting's not till 2 o'clock, and right now it's about 12:15-ish. So the post office and Target is probably at most gonna take me 45 minutes. So well within my hour. If I do run over a little bit, it's okay. Like I said, I don't have anything really going on until 2 o'clock. And even then, that's a 30-minute meeting. So yeah, pretty chill work day today, which is great because then I can vlog and hang out with you guys. So we're gonna do that. But before I go, gotta look at this. Let me see if he'll let me film him. Hold on. How cute is he? Let me just look. He was sleeping when I was talking. Maybe he'll let me zoom in on him. But there's Beanie Beer. He just spent the morning outside, so he's pretty tuckered. Yeah. Can you say hi to everybody? So he might actually nap while I go run some errands. I think, let's go run our errands and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I am back from running my errands. It took a little bit longer to get done what I needed at the post office. There was actually a lot of people at the post office on like a Wednesday afternoon at like 12:30. But anyway, so I did that, went to Target, and then I went to 2 CVS's because I'm trying to find a particular Milani blush. And CVS used to carry Milani products and they don't anymore. So I'll have to either go to Ulta or just find it online somewhere. Maybe Amazon has it, I don't know. But anyway, so then that put me behind getting home. So I've got a meeting in like 15 minutes. And so now I'm hungry and I needed to make some food. So what I'm eating right now is one of those Smart One meals that I showed you earlier, the 3 cheese ziti. And then I just boiled up some green beans and put a little bit of salt and pepper on there. So I'm gonna eat this. Thankfully, this meeting I'm in, I do not have to talk. I am just a passive participant, so I just get to listen. So that's good. So I can continue to eat and listen at the same time. Jonathan is home now, so he got off the bus and now he is changing his sheets in his room. So working on that to-do list that we got going on today. So he's gonna do that, and then we're gonna hang out for a little bit before he has to go to tutoring at 5 o'clock. So what is it, Benny? Do you wanna go outside? Whenever, like anytime one of the dogs wants to go outside, they just kind of sit. There's like a mat right by our door, and so he's sitting there looking at me. So, do you want to go outside? You want to go outside? All right, well, I'm going to let the dog out. I'll see you guys soon. Hey, you guys, how's it going? It is now 4:27, and I'm almost done with my work day. Sorry, just grabbing my purse. I need to retouch up my lipstick. But I figured I'd just check in with you guys because it's been several hours since I've talked to you, and kind of let you know what's going on. So, like I said, it's almost 4:30. And in about 20-ish minutes, I'm gonna have to drive Jonathan down to the library so he can start his tutoring session. His session is from 5 to 6. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with myself during that time. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if I wanna come back home because the library is only like 8 minutes away. So I'm like, do I go back home? Do I just hang out at the library for a little bit? Do I just hang out like in my car? Do I like go to a coffee shop? I don't really know what to do with myself. So I'm kind of thinking that through. I really don't have any errands to run because I did all of that during the lunch hour. So we'll just kind of see. Honestly, I may just hang out in the library and just catch up on some more emails and just make sure that I'm good to go for tomorrow. Some exciting news. Tomorrow would be my official, actually, technically yesterday was my official 90 days with CBiz. So I have made it, y'all. I'm out of now my probationary period. It's nice to know like you've completed something. And so my boss is taking me out to lunch tomorrow, which is great. So it'll be a good chance to connect with him and give him some feedback on my first 3 months with the company and kind of what I want to do, what my goals are, and just all that fun stuff. So anyway, yeah, I may just hang out in the library while he's being tutored just so I can just stay up on my emails. If anything else, you okay, buddy?
Yeah.
Hey, you have tutoring in like 30 minutes, so you're gonna have to not nap. You're gonna need to stay awake, okay? Eat dinner and come back, and then you can relax a little bit more. He was like literally like had his pillow and his blanket and was about to take a nap on the couch. I was like, no, don't do that. I'm trying to remember what I was saying. Oh, I was just saying like if I didn't do work stuff, then I do have some stuff I need to do on my personal computer. So either way, a computer is coming with me, maybe both, at least one computer is coming. Like I said, I wanted to touch up my lipstick, and then I think would be a good time for us in this vlog, because I want to be a person of my word. Hold on, I need to focus on one thing at a time. Hold on. Sorry, I could not talk and do my lip liner at the same time. It's just, can't do it. But I think what would be really important, and for me to be a person of my word, is I did mention on Sunday that I was going to talk to you guys about some of the questions I got in my Q&A, and I just never got around to it. And then today I was like, I really do need to do that. So I think we might just do that portion of the vlog, like in the car, just so I can speak candidly and freely, because, you know, you can't really talk in a library, so, or at least you're not supposed to. Yeah, and then other news, my dog puked about 10 minutes ago, so I had to pick up some dog puke, which is gross. Benny is not like geriatric by any means, but I consider him a middle-aged dog. And he just gets these spats where he will just puke, like he'll just randomly puke. And that was about that moment about 10 minutes ago. He puked up something. I couldn't figure out what it was. I'm hoping it's not his heartworm medication that I gave him this morning. It is what it is. He does have a doctor's appointment next week, like his annual checkup, so they'll check him for heartworms, and I'm sure he's fine. We're very religious about giving him his heartworm medication, so I think if he did yak it up, I don't think it would be the end of the world. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So I just need to send out like 1 or 2 more emails and then get him packed up in the car and ready to go, and then I'll check in with you guys. So I'll see you soon. Okay, y'all, I just dropped off Jonathan in the library and I'm in my car. I apologize if this is like a weird angle. I don't have like a car mount in my car, so it doesn't, like, I can't mount it. So this is the best I could come up with given what tools I have. So, so we barely made it on time because Jonathan, he was in his room, and so I said, hey, you need to come out, we need to start getting ready. I noticed like these red splotches on like his head, and his face looked like really flushed, and his ears were like bright red. And I just said, hey, are you okay? And I kind of saw him like scratching, and I'm like, are you all right? And he's like, I'm just really itchy. So he told me his ears really itched, and like his chest, and a little bit on his back. So I don't know if it's like a heat rash, because I asked him if he was hot, and he said yes. And so I said, well, if you feel warm, then it's probably a heat rash. He is his mother's son. I have a tendency to get heat rashes, so I was like, well, maybe that's what it is. So I gave him some allergy medicine, and I put some calamine on him, and I got him here, and then I was like, hey, do you feel better? And he's like, yeah, I don't feel as itchy. So I don't know, probably now my plan is to like run to CVS or Walgreens and get him some like anti-itch cream, so that way he is a little bit more comfortable. And if he's still like kind of itchy, I will probably have to just give him Benadryl tonight. It is what it is, and then just monitor it and just see what happens. What I thought we could do now is go through the Q&A. So probably like end of December, beginning of January, I put on my Instagram like, hey, ask me questions so I can answer them like on my channel. Like, I want to do a Q&A sometime in the future. And so I got a really good question out there that I was contemplating, like, do I do a dedicated video to it, or do I just do a vlog and talk about it? I didn't feel like it was something that fit well into a Q&A, because I felt like it needed a lot more explanation. And honestly, I'm glad this person asked this question, because it's been something that I've kind of debated back and forth about talking about on my channel, and so I felt like it was confirmation that I needed to talk about it. So the question was around my faith journey. So the question was, what is your current relationship with God and church, and how do you balance it with today's civil climate? And I think that is a fantastic question. So to really answer this question in full, I feel like it would take longer than the amount of time I really want to spend on it now. So please let me know if you want like a more in-depth like faith journey video, because I am more than happy to share it with you. So really, I'm just going to kind of summarize right now, because I think that's the best way to answer this question. So to begin my answer, so back in, I would probably say 2015, 2016, somewhere around there, I really kind of had come in this crossroads with my faith, where it's like I had to make a decision on either I kind of leave Christianity, or like I need to really take apart everything that I've learned and restructure my faith. Now, some of you would call that deconstructing, whatever you want to call it. That's kind of where I was. And the reason I was there, I just realized I had my sunglasses on. The reason I was there in my faith is because I had grown up in church all my life. And my parents were ordained ministers. My parents were very involved in church. And even though I had a personal relationship with Christ, it didn't really impact my life until I was like in my 20s, where like I really took it seriously. And then, you know, I got married. I was very involved in church when I got married, had a kid. And then I just slowly started asking the question, okay, am I really believing what I believe? Like, am I really walking the walk, talking the talk? And do I really believe what I'm saying? And so that's when I call it a dangerous prayer, but it's the most beautiful, dangerous prayer I've ever prayed. You know, God, remove the things in my life that it was something to the effect of remove the things that I don't need to believe that are not true and keep the things that are true. Basically, like, tell me who you really are. Like, I'm open to like unlearning everything that I've ever learned about you, and I just want to know who like you really are. And if that means keeping some of the things that I've learned and removing some of the things that I've learned, I'm totally cool with it. To summarize the prayer. So that, like I said, happened a long time ago. And so as I prayed that prayer, over the years, there have been many layers of things that I learned in church that I no longer believe. And I'm just going to leave it there because, again, there's a lot of things that I just don't believe anymore that I was taught in church that I just don't think, that's not part of my personal belief system anymore. But what I will say is that I still call myself a Christian because I still believe in the core belief of Jesus as God. He raised from the dead, like, and he is my personal savior. So I feel like that is like the core of Christianity and what we should build our faith on. And so that's why I still call myself a Christian. I don't really necessarily ascribe or put myself in a certain type of category, you know, where you talk about, if you're like a Baptist or a Methodist or an evangelical. Like, I would say I came out of the evangelical movement, and I think that's what sparked maybe some of my questioning, just some things that I saw in my faith journey being in the evangelical, almost charismatic movement that I grew up in, kind of caused me to start questioning some things. So I guess to answer it plainly, non-denominational. Like, I don't have a denomination that I say these are where my core beliefs come out of. Because again, I've worked my faith down to the bare bone of Jesus is God. He is my personal savior. And I believe that. So I'm at that level. Now, to answer the second question about what's my current relationship with church and like how I reconcile that with like the current civil climate, I would definitely say that I don't ascribe to a lot of things that like the evangelical church talks about, like, or that they're against. So like one of the things that I'm very open and plain about it is like Black Lives Matters. So, and I've talked about it here on my channel, like, most evangelical churches will tell you that is like demonic or like that's not of God. I don't believe that. I truly believe that like we need to be paying attention to what Black and brown people are saying about their experience in living with America, and it has nothing to do with their religious affiliation. In my personal opinion, Black lives need to be out there, brown lives need to be out there talking about their experience, about white privilege, about police brutality, about just being a person of color living in the United States of America. I think that's very, very important. I don't really subscribe to like Trumpism. Like, I think that's ridiculous, to be perfectly honest. And people in my life know that I don't support Donald Trump in any way, didn't vote for him. And I find it very disheartening that a lot of people in the evangelical church support him based off of my research and what I have learned about him. I find it very hard to believe that people that support him would support him. And I'm actually reading a whole book on the January 6th report. I guess to answer the question is that, yes, I'm still a Christian. Yes, I believe in God. Yes, I love God. But it's hard for me to be a part of the American church when I see it so broken. And even then that sounds Christianese, but it's like, for me, me being a Christian really goes down to loving God and loving your neighbor. And from my experiences in the Christian church, we have a really hard time loving our neighbor. I'm just going to be straight up honest. And that really upsets me and that really hurts me. And loving our neighbor means someone that has a different religious affiliation than you, someone that has a different sexual orientation than you, someone that has a different whatever. It's loving your neighbor, loving people where they're at, accepting people where they're at. Like, don't shove your religious hypocrisy down people's throats. Like, that's where I'm at. And so for me, it's hard to say, like, I can go to church and be 100% comfortable because I'm just in such a different place now than probably where I was even 3 years ago. 2020, the pandemic really brought to light a lot of different things that I think were good and what I believed and what I put my faith in other than God. And it's really shifted my mindset about a lot of different things. So yes, I still go to church and I don't have any issues with the church that I go to. It's my in-laws church. Like, we're not controversial or anything like that, but I just don't know, like, if I could if I could go back to like evangelical church and sit there and say I agree with the teachings that they're teaching. If that makes sense. I have been really enjoying, though, a Episcopalian church online. Their messages every single week is about how can you love God and how can you love your neighbor. And that's where I'm like, oh my gosh, that's where I'm at. Like, love God and love your neighbor. Like, let's get back to the basics of Christianity. Love God, love your neighbor. And so they are very much about that. So I joined them online. They have like an hour like YouTube video that it's a YouTube live that you join every Sunday. I'm enjoying it immensely. I feel like I'm growing in my faith. And I think the biggest thing for me, since I prayed that dangerous prayer, is I'm just a lot more bold about how I feel about things. I think before I would have been very hesitant and scared to talk about how I feel because it would have offended somebody. I just feel like the past 3 or 4 years, I've offended so many people with what I truly believe, but I have felt so much more bold and free in saying what I feel. There's something freeing about just saying how you feel and what you truly believe and not living a lie. So, yeah, to answer that question. Again, I could go a lot more in depth about this because, again, it's been a journey for at least 7-8 years. I mean, almost 10 years now, because I think it was 2015 when I started kind of having these deconstructing thoughts, I guess you would say. Like I said, it's exciting to kind of learn new things about God and the Bible. It's also kind of scary to unlearn some things that you thought were true, but when you seek them out yourself, they're actually not true at all. And really getting to know who God is. Like, God's just a vast being, and you can't fully comprehend all of it, and that's what makes it kind of cool and exciting. Like, you learn different new facets about God. So hopefully that gives you a little bit more insight into my current spiritual journey. Enough said. 2 things. I gotta go get my kids some cream, and I gotta pee like a mofo. So I think I'm gonna swing back home and pee real quick, go to CVS, and then by then it'll probably be time to go pick this kid up. So an hour goes by fast, y'all. So I'll see you soon. Okie dokie, so it is now, pull out my handy dandy phone, 7:19, and we just got home from dinner. I picked Jonathan up at the library, and we went to Shake Shack. You probably saw my quick little clip there of my meal. It was absolutely delicious. That was definitely a cheat meal. Basically, I'm gonna allow myself like a cheat meal a week. So that was definitely like a cheat meal. So I'll definitely be back on the bandwagon. I had just been craving a cheeseburger for like 2 weeks. I kept telling Steven, I'm like, I just want a cheeseburger so bad. So I did give in. But anyway, you just ebb and flow with life, right? It's all part of the journey. So we ate Shake Shack and then came home and fed the dogs. And now Jonathan should be getting in the bathtub. So, and he's doing a lot better, by the way. When I picked him up, his face had cleared. He wasn't looking flushed. He said he wasn't itchy. So whatever it was, either passed or the allergy medicine is working. One of the two. Anyway, I did just want to talk to you guys a little bit about what I got from Walmart. So I remember how I talked about like a haul that I was going to get. Well, like two of the three things that I wanted, they didn't have. So two of the things I wanted were from Milani. They released their Luminoso collection, which if you're familiar with like Milani Luminoso, it's like this beautiful blush that they carry. It's kind of like iconic to their brand. And so they've kind of expanded out and made like a Luminoso highlighter, a Luminoso eye palette. They still kept the blush, and they've got a couple other like Luminoso type of things. So I originally wanted the highlighter and the eyeshadow palette, and they didn't have both in my local Walmart stocked. So I'm getting the eyeshadow palette shipped to me, and then I don't know where I'm gonna find the highlighter. It seems like everywhere I'm trying to find this highlighter, it's sold out. So it's pretty popular right now. So we'll figure that out. And then, but I did get one thing from my haul that I asked for, and it is this guy. So this is a pulling oil, and it's from the brand Guru Nada. So I found about this on TikTok. There's a girl I follow on there that has been doing oil pulling for like 5 weeks. And she has seen amazing results with her teeth. Not only like whitening, but like it's helping with like the strengthening of her teeth, the health of her teeth, and like her gums. I remember like a long time ago, sorry, I have an itch. People were talking about oil pulling and just how good it is for your teeth and just your oral health. And so I tried it a long time ago with just like straight up coconut oil, and it was disgusting. This is supposed to taste like mouthwash, basically. It's got like spearmint, spearmint, tea tree oil. Like it's supposed to just be more of like tasting like a mouthwash. So the idea is you swish this around in your mouth for like 2 minutes to start off, but they want you to work up to 10 minutes a day, and then you brush your teeth immediately after, and it's supposed to help with just like your oral health, like the overall health of your mouth. So I'm really excited about it. Like I said, I got it at Walmart. This is the whitening one. They do have like an actual mouthwash that you can buy, and then they have like an advanced oil pulling that's more for like healthy teeth, healthy gums. Interested in like whitening my teeth and just like improving just the overall health, like maintaining what I have and maybe improving it a little bit. So I thought I'd pick this up, figure it out. But I do, once I get that Luminoso eyeshadow palette, and if I can find the highlighter and the blush, I do want to do like a review slash like first impression of it. Review the Luminoso set when I can find the rest of the pieces that I want to review. I'm really excited about that collection, and I know I'll like use the products afterwards. So yeah, pretty excited about all of that. You want to see our little goofballs over here? Here, I'll show you my goofballs. Say hi. Yeah. Oh, now you guys are going to behave that you're on camera. Yeah. Look at all that food that you are not eating. You need to eat your food. Eat your food, please. Thank you. No. She's so funny. She is very, she's very connected to Steven. Like Steven is her person. Benny's very connected to me, but she is super connected to Steven. So if he's not home, like tonight he's working late, so when he's not home, she kind of gets a little disoriented, like, hey, yo, where's my person? So I kept telling her, like, he's not here right now. Like, he'll come home, but he's not here right now. Like, she's kind of looking around the room. She's trying to walk around the house trying to find Steven. I'm like, he ain't here, girl. He ain't here. So, but she's settling in now. You can probably hear her. She's eating her food. Yeah, you're eating your food. So you're eating. So it takes her a few minutes to kind of like reorient to the house and eat her food. So she's eating her stuff. She's getting comfortable. Yes, Mr. Beanie's here. Yeah, we're just kind of settling in. So I think the next things of the night will be finishing up my to-do list. So I fed my dogs, number one. Jonathan changed his sheets. I washed his clothes. So the last thing that needs to get done is just dust. And that should not take very long at all. So one of Jonathan's chores is to dust like the living room. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do like my bedroom, both bathrooms, and probably the guest bedroom. Even then the guest bedroom's not that dusty because my dad and stepmom were just here, and then I kind of like reset that room. So really I just need to do like 3 rooms to dust, and then we'll call it a night. And then Steven should get home the next hour. He has to work until 8 p.m. tonight. And then it takes him about 30 minutes to get home. So he should be home by 8:30, no later than 9. And then we're all gonna go to bed. I am exhausted. I'm so tired. It's great working from home, and it's great having the flexibility to go out and like run errands and do stuff, but it's like when it's all on you, you know, in terms of like keeping the household going, taking care of your kid, running here and there, doing all these things, it's very exhausting. So shout out to single parents out there. In no way what I did today is even probably comparable to what you've done, but I've probably gotten a small taste of it, and it is exhausting. So yes, you guys are amazing. Kudos to you. Cannot give you guys enough props. Single parents are amazing. So yeah, so really we're kind of now more in the wind down mode, like I said, except for like dusting. So the next goals will be to kind of dust while Jonathan's in the bathtub getting clean, get him like in his pajamas, get him kind of on his nighttime routine going. And then by then I'll start my nighttime routine, because I don't really start my nighttime routine until like he's in bed. So there's just so much to do to help him get on track. So do my like nighttime routine / skincare, so I can definitely hang out with you guys and show you that and show what I use, because I have updated some things I think since the last time I talked about my skincare routine. And like I said, my goal is to get into bed by 10 p.m. no later than 10:30, which I don't think I'll have a problem doing tonight. Oh, look who's home. I was about to give you guys an ear. I was about to give him an ear. But it's just too exciting knowing that Dad's home. Benny, you want an ear? Oh, Benny wants one. Hey, sit. Sit. Benny, you want an ear now? Okay, hold on. Oh, that's way too big. Let's dig in here. Oh gosh, that's huge too. I'm gonna bring Benny a small one. Oh, this is perfect beanie size. And he runs off with the kill. Okay guys, and here I am dusting, as you can see. Just kind of dusting my room area, my little dresser there. And then I am now dusting my entertainment area. This is kind of like our catch-all area for our room, honestly. But I kind of keep my shoes there, my DVDs, all that kind of stuff. So I'm just dusting all of that. And then now you guys are seeing me wash my face. So I'm using my face halo and my cleansing balm from the Versed brand. I talked about my face halos on my favorites video, so go check that out. But they're basically reusable pads that you can use to remove your makeup. So you can use them just with water, or you can use them with a cleansing balm like I'm doing here. So as you can see, I've dipped now into that cleansing balm, and I'm kind of working that all over the skin. And then I'm going back in with my face halo here in just a minute. But first, I am working that cream and balm into the skin. And then now I'm using my face halo to really just get everything dissolved and off of my skin before I actually go in and wash my face. I find doing these two steps really gets my skin clean and ready for the actual facial cleansing part. And then here I am using that oil pulling. It was okay. I mean, it kind of tasted like mouthwash a little bit, but not really. You can still taste the coconut oil a little bit. And then here I am, as you can see, brushing my teeth. So I will definitely continue to do it, but it wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be. So in this next clip, you will see me do my skincare. All right, y'all, I am fresh out of the shower. So you saw me take my makeup off and do that oil pulling. So I did that for the first time, and now I am hopping on into my skincare. So let's get some skincare going. Okay, sorry, my camera's being weird. Okay, so I use several different things, so don't come for me. I like really a nice skincare routine. So I'm gonna get all of my skincare related stuff out. In fact, I'm gonna grab one thing out of here. So let me start with my serums. So I'm gonna go with my nighttime one, this TBT. Talked about it in my favorites video. So that is, if you wanna know more about it, check that out. I just use one like syringe full, I guess. So I'm gonna do that. And then also too, I just noticed I got some like remaining stuff under my eyes. So I'm just gonna get a Q-tip here real quick. And clean that up, get my micellar water out. So I kind of like this because I'm like, I can kind of take my time and do my thing because everybody else has already showered and gotten themselves clean. So it's like I'm the last person to get like their stuff done. So yeah, it's kind of exhausting, like waiting till the like very end of the day. But it's something nice about just like, it's just you. And nobody's like pressuring you to get out of the bathroom because everyone's already done their thing. So it's nice. Okay, so we've done the TBT. And then I'm gonna go in with the hyaluronic acid serum just to get a little bit of moisture back into the skin. So we're gonna do that. Rub that in and get that on. And when I was in the shower, I did wash and exfoliate my skin, so made sure that was what I did. And that's just like my everyday thing. I always exfoliate my skin at night when I shower for the day. Okay, so then I'm gonna kind of let all that sink in, and I'm gonna move on to my eyes. So I'm gonna use this eye balm from Versed. I also talked about this on my favorites video. And I only use this at night. I don't use this during the day because it does have retinol in it. Retinol. So I only use this when I go to bed. So there's that. And then I top it with this Lumen Dark Circle Defense. I just started using this and I really do like it. It's funny, when I saw this online, I was like, oh yeah, like it had really good reviews because it's supposed to like temporarily decrease like the look of dark circles, which I feel like it does. Like when I wake up in the morning the next day, my dark circles aren't as prominent. But this is marketed to men. And I didn't realize it when I bought it. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's men and women. But you use this at night. It's like before you go to sleep, you put it on under your eyes. And again, my eyes do look a little bit more refreshed. Obviously, it's a temporary fix. My dark circles are hereditary. I've always had dark circles, no matter what I do. My mother has dark circles, her mother. It's a hereditary thing. Then I go in with this lip mask from Laneige. This is the pumpkin spice one. It was part of like a holiday set that I got. So I've been working on that. It's not my favorite flavor. I like the original and the peppermint, but it is what it is. Keeps my lips soft. Okay, so now that we've got that in there, I am going to now get my nighttime cream out. So this is what I've been using lately. This is from the brand Versed, and it's their advanced night cream. And you just pops out. And I'm just gonna use this on my face and on my neck. And yeah, it feels really, really nice. Very refreshing. So just get all that work done. At least try to. Everything's kind of like slipping and sliding right now. I don't know why that is. And then I do like kind of just take whatever I have left over and just kind of work it in the back of my hands. I love like putting it on my hands too. Okay. So the eyes are taken care of, the skin. And then if I do feel like I need just like a little extra moisture, I do have this rich moisture cream from Versed as well. And then I also just have rosehip oil as well, which is very nice to use at night. It's just very extra moisturizing, but I feel like my skin's pretty moisturized right now. And then like the very last thing I'm gonna do, because I got like a little pimple right here, I'm gonna go in with the Mighty Patch. I'm just gonna pop that on. I'm just gonna put it right there, because that's where it is. Okay, and then I do like to just give my hair a quick little brush. Very nice. And then I am gonna go in. I am gonna go braid my hair, just because it's getting to the level now where it's long enough where I can put it in a ponytail and pretty much all of it stays there. And then I can just braid it so it's not super unmanageable in the morning. And I can just kind of do like a quick take the braid down, refresh the hair, and be on my merry little way. Braid. And then as you see, like I have these hairs out here, so I am gonna get some clips. I'll try to get them to stay back. Just gonna like just twist. Twist, 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 and then oh, got a little more. We'll just add them into the fold. Twist, twist, twist. And again, there's like no right or wrong way to do this. I just kind of do whatever, just to make sure all the hair is just kind of pulled back and in one place. And that way, like I said, it's a little bit more manageable in the morning. It's not so like, whoa, my hair is like everywhere, which I kind of feel like that's what's been happening lately. It's just, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to do. I just need to go in my bedroom and get my PJs on, and it's about 10:03. So remember how I said I wanted to be in bed by 10, no later than 10:30. So I'm on track, guys. I'm on track. Okay. So I think that's it. So I'm gonna go get my PJs on. Hey everyone, it is Friday night. Figured I'd just do a quick outro for you and also just clarify a few things. So I was kind of re-watching the footage from this video, and I was looking back on the section where I kind of talked about like where I'm at on my faith journey, and I think sometimes when you feel like there's a lot to say, but you don't really know where to start, like some things can just kind of come out and like they're just not as clear as like you're intending them to be. So I want to be clear and just clarify a couple of things so there's not like any confusion. And I feel like the more clarity you provide, there's less speculation, less like questioning like what I really meant by what I was saying, if that makes any sense. So first thing is that my faith journey is not a result of like any like specific trauma that I've experienced in the church or anything like that. It was really truly about a prayer like that I talked about. Like I literally prayed that prayer, and that was just from me being discontent with where my spirituality was. I just kind of hit this place in my spirituality where I felt like something needed to change. Like I couldn't go on doing what I was doing, and I felt like I needed to re-examine some things. So that's number one. I'm not on this journey because I was offended or somebody hurt my feelings or whatever. Like it really was truly like me looking internally and re-examining some things. So that's number one. Number two, by no means am I saying like that I have issues with my particular church or any one church. When I talked about like the church, I meant like just like the church as a collective, if that makes sense. Like what our overall culture is, what our values are, how we treat people. I do feel like there are some flaws there. And so I wanted to clarify, because I looked back and I was like, I don't think I really clarified like what I meant by like the church. I meant like the collective, like the American church, not like my specific church that I go to. So I wanted to clarify that. And then the other clarification is like, I know I talked a lot about like we as the church don't do like loving people very well. And again, I meant like collectively, like the history of the American church is problematic in terms of don't have a good history of loving people from different backgrounds as us. And so like, how can we be more like Jesus in that way? And that's my goal in life, is how can I be more like Jesus in those areas where people have felt like they've been marginalized and they felt like they have been hurt and like they haven't been heard and they haven't been seen. Like how can I be a good representation to Christ through them? Because at the end of the day, we're all created in the image of God. God loves everybody. And I have no right to marginalize anybody, because that's not God's heart towards anyone either. So I just wanted to clarify that, because again, I was kind of looking back and I was like, gosh, I felt like I understood what I was saying, but I could see points where it could get a little muddled. It could get a little like lost in translation. So I just wanted to make sure that was clear. You know, I don't carry any offense or anger, you know, towards anybody. And I know I came off very like heated in that moment, because there's just been a lot of frustration in me about what I see and like why we keep repeating, we meaning the church, keep repeating the same injustices towards people, and like we keep doing the same thing. Like we haven't really learned our lesson in that perspective. So yeah, I came off very frustrated, very heated, but it's because I just see like the injustice, and I just don't see like how we're being the best representation of Christ when we say we want people in God's family, and we say this is the best family, but yet we don't treat our siblings and how God sees other people very well, right? And so how can we be better in that area? That's my personal goal, and that's what, if you are a Christian watching this, that'd be my challenge to you, is how can we get better at bridging that gap, and reaching out to the marginalized and loving them and genuinely caring about them, not caring them for self-righteous reasons, or that, you know, we feel like they are depraved or anything. Like how can we really meet them where they're at? So yeah, I just wanted to clarify those things. And the one other thing I wanted to clarify, and I mentioned it, but I feel like it just needs to be abundantly clear. If you are part of the evangelical movement, that's like your jam, I don't harbor any ill will towards you. I mean, I've got family that are part of that movement. Yeah, we've had some heated conversations about how I feel about certain things and how they view certain things, but that does not negate that I don't love them and I don't care about them. Our relationship just looks different. And I would say that for people that are still in that system that I'm associated with, that I still know, that I talk to, we can agree to disagree. And so I don't want anybody feeling like, oh, they have a certain belief system, like I hate them. Like I'm not about hate in my life. Like I wouldn't want anybody to feel like I hate them, because I truly don't hate anybody. Yeah, I may disagree with some people on some things, but by no means do I hate anybody. I walk around like harboring hate in my heart towards anybody. So I just want to be clear on that yes, I can disagree with you, and yes, my view of the Bible and how I interpret things may be different, but at the end of the day, I'm called to love you and you're called to love me. And how can we love each other? And that's setting up good, healthy boundaries, but also how can we still love each other? So again, I just wanted to clarify that, because again, I felt like there was just some things that I said that, again, were just kind of left open-ended, and I just wanted to kind of close the book. Again, I am more than happy to share my more in-depth journey, because I think it's very interesting, and I think if you are deconstructing or you're reevaluating your faith, I think, you know, you have a safe person in me. I'm not going to judge you. I'm on the journey myself, and so if you want to learn more about that, I'm happy to share with you where I'm at in my ever-evolving learning about God and learning about Jesus and how we can be, you know, a good representation of him, right? Because he is good. And I think sometimes we have not been good ambassadors. I guess I'll just say it that way. So anyway, I'm going to close out the video here. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Thank you so much. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. And also share it with your friends. I am trying to get to 100 subscribers this year with my channel. I feel like that's a good goal. I'm at 30 now. Before I was at 28, 29 subscribers, so I've gotten a couple. So let's keep it up. Let's keep this momentum going and get me to 100. So I would really, really appreciate it if you would just share and like the content. So anyway, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.